Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Nasa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. Juicy, got him crazy, got him crazy, got him juicy, juicy, got him crazy, crazy, got him cold going mad. Choreography, cold going mad.
Do you just randomly have these songs pop in your head? Just record?
I was singing that earlier today. That was my jam.
I heard Just a Friend today by Biz Markie.
R.I.P. Biz.
I know.
You felt it. You felt it.
I did.
Yes. Those were the days.
It was. It was so good. It was so good. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Hello. Oh, I'm Faith.
Thank you. And I'm Nasa.
And this is
the Go Ladies podcast. I don't think you practice your choreography.
Oh, going mad. I know what you mean. I wonder what Angie B doing.
You know, I don't know.
That was a little firecracker. She was real small, but she was
She was getting hard in the spandex. That was
right with holes cut out on the side. As we both sip.
What's in your cup?
I mean, it's dark, but it's not what you're drinking.
Oh.
Mine's tea.
Mine's Woodford Reserve.
No one.
Look at
Yes. Hello.
Hi. So okay. Girl, I was asking you the same thing.
Hi. Jinx, you first.
We must be like friends and podcasters. Just do this all the time.
Where you at?
I am in a hotel room in Austin. Full transparent moment. I just hopped out the shower and threw this makeup on and this blue jean jacket, which I know you've seen for 2 weeks now, maybe 3. I don't know. Fabulous. But let's be honest. This is a Zoom outfit because with the blue jean jacket. And makeup. Blue jean jacket and makeup. Can't move from this seat at all. So I'm in Austin for work. And so the hotel room that I'm in, my first time in Austin, and I spent the afternoon at a team building activity on a boat. And it's 104 degrees down here. Hot. So obviously I came home, hopped in the shower, and then joined you for our lovely podcast.
We're here.
Yeah, that's what you been up to?
Well, I have on a hoodie because I like hoodies.
In the summertime.
I'm inside and it's chilly in here. Hi. So that's fine. So I've been up to a lot, similar to you, traveling for work. I was just in DC. Don't laugh because Nasa knows the story.
I know the story. I'm ready to hear it again though.
Okay. Story time. So I was in DC for work. It was just a day trip. And I'll cut to it. But so I'm at lunch with, some important people. And I go in the bathroom and my bra breaks. Has this ever happened to any of you? Let us know.
I've had a wire pop out. I feel like I was shot.
Right.
I mean, I ain't got no little girls. You ain't got no little girls. So
listen, my bra
I need
broke.
NASA construction to hold these mugs up. That wire pops. It's over.
So yeah, my bra broke. I mean, to be specific, I'll paint the picture. It's fine. They're just boobs, right? So it's a front snap bra that I like. I've ordered it before. But it's old. I know I need a new one. And it just went pop. But my girls were able to stay in the cups. And I was able to fix it so that I can at least get through our team lunch. So we get through lunch. And then as we're getting ready to leave, it pops open again. Nobody notices. I have on just a shirt. It's black because black's my color, but I'm thankful it was black, especially on that day. Can't see it. So black shirt. We're getting ready to go to the airport so that we can come on back to Nashville. So I decided at that point, hey, I can't do this anymore. I'm throwing the bra away. So guess who flew home braless with very large breasticles?
You have wayward titties. You have wayward titties, which is the name of our last episode.
It is. It
You have
is.
wayward titties.
Wayward titties,
They were
y'all.
not contained, running free in the street.
I don't even know how to feel. Like at first I was embarrassed, but then I don't know if it's a freedom again with just being older. It's like shit, ain't nothing I can do about it. It is what it is.
It's just titties.
It's just titties. Nobody can see me. You know, I had a little cardigan. I put my cardigan on over it, but they ain't perky. They fell on down. So I flew home. Listen, I was comfortable though. I ain't gonna lie. After a while, I was like, "Oh, I'm so comfortable."
Okay.
Okay.
But it's like the feeling you get at the end of the workday when you get home and take the bra off. Because I swear, bras get tighter each hour you work.
Oh yeah.
And so at the end of the workday, you get home, I take it off, my boobs go,
they rejoice.
They do. They sing a little song, a little ditty, and like, be free.
So mine were free. And that's, yeah. I flew home without a bra. And I forget. I think I told my mom, because my mom picked me up from the airport, and I told her like before I was set to arrive what happened, just so she would know. And you know, she wouldn't say anything smart, right. But she did laugh at me. She did. She was like, "What? I've never heard that." Like me either. First time for everything. So yeah. But I do need to go back to DC because I have not done DC. I know a lot of. Yeah, let's go. Oh. I've been there briefly, not just counting the trip, but I just never.
I like DC.
You do like DC
because I'm a nerd. Because they have all the museums, I can spend all day.
I'm supposed to go back next
month. I spend multiple days at the museums because I love DC.
Yeah. Oh, it was cool flying over like some of the monuments and stuff, and then seeing the building. And I was like, oh, that's where the white people went crazy. That's what it's officially known as, not the Capitol. That's where the white people went crazy.
That's a damn shame. That is a damn shame. It's true though, but
that's what I want. So yeah, that was it. That's what's up with me. It's always something. It's always gonna be something comedic. That is my life update.
It is true, but you also have a good attitude about it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, speaking of DC, at the insurrection and the people who live there, or used to live there.
Yeah.
So 45, his house was raided by the FBI on Monday.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. I think every time we mention this whole situation, anything regarding 45's presidency, anything regarding January 6th, anything regarding any of that foolishness, do something or just drop the shit. Like, that's really where I am. Each time I hear it, like, you could tell me that he was fucking an alien in Area 51, and I'd be like, do something. I'm not surprised by nothing at this point.
Yeah.
Flush stuff in the toilet. Do something or let it go. Like, you tell me about it, like, all these gotcha. Oh, and there's this, and oh, there's this. Like, arrest him or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prosecute him or no. Yeah. Convict him or no. If the answer really is no, then quit making this case. Like, just get it off my TV and let's just move on. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I believe they should roll people spending time in jail because treason is a real crime. However, if we just over it, we're like, you know what? Fuck it, we don't care about treason no more. Then just say it, and I'd be like, oh, okay, that sucks us up. But you know, it's better than doing now. You know, tired. I'm tired of us being stupid on the world stage. Like Like we have toilet paper on our shoe, and the rest of the world can see it, and they're like, that shit. We're just like,
Yeah.
No, we're over here, and it's like we're not.
Yeah. I got you.
We're not.
That's a good example. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that happened. I was laughing at some of the memes, of course, because leave it to Black people. Black Twitter, all of that. We win the day. We win. In the end, we win. We're hilarious.
We collectively soothe ourselves with humor. You know? And I really think that it is the most inappropriate defense mechanism that is hilarious.
Right. Because that's well said. Yes. Yep.
You know, people make fun of the most heinous things.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes, you know, you're like, damn, that's too much. But for the most part, sometimes I'm just like, it's to keep from crying. It's to keep from standing in the street screaming like literally there are days where I'm like, I just want to stand in the street and scream, be like, do y'all motherfuckers see this? Like, what the fuck? You know? But you don't. You go to TikTok or you go to Black Twitter and you laugh about it and you're like, everybody sees this, but we can't do anything about it at this moment other than vote. And so let me go to work.
And just you laugh. I love it. We're undefeated. Undefeated. Just when I think something is, you know, cooled off or nobody's talking about it, I'll look and I'm like, that is really funny. Yeah. So that's that. We don't like to spend much time on him. Something else in pop culture news that went down this week.
Get your drink, girl.
Oh, so let me take a sip.
I'm hungry. That's random, I know, but I'm hungry.
You didn't eat on the boat?
So I had some appetizers on the boat, but I need a meal. You know how I am when I travel. Just for people don't know, I just told you I was hungry on the thing, which is kind of weird and random. But I normally don't eat a lot when I travel. You know, my tummy is tricky, so.
But when you get hungry,
I get angry. So I'm like, I'm hungry. So
you mess around and wait. So you don't try to, not all the time, but sometimes you don't try to curb. You go until I'm hungry. And then if you don't eat, then you turn to the Hulk.
I do. You're right. But like, even when I do eat, like I eat like 3 bites and I'm like done. But you would think my ass would be skinny because I ate 3 bites and I'm done. But no, that doesn't happen like that. I ate 3 bites and I gained 2 pounds. But you know, it is what it is. But I'm cute though.
You are very cute.
Maybe.
Ow.
Okay, sorry. I got sidetracked. My stomach made me sidetrack, girl.
Well, are you gonna eat dinner? Are you eating something?
I'm gonna grab some dinner after this.
Okay. Yeah. We won't be long, y'all, because we both said we travel.
Exactly.
I'm tired. So what my pastor say, I won't be before you long.
Take your time, preacher. Take your time.
Like, no, don't tell him that.
No, I'm hungry.
Right.
I got brunch reservations. The Lord understands.
He does. Anyways, so Irving Lorenzo, also known as Irv Gotti, who Mr. Murder Inc. himself.
Correct.
You can make a face, I don't care. He, along with Ja Rule, appeared on Drink Champs, and a lot of people are weighing in about it. In case you didn't know, I happen to love Drink Champs. It's one of my favorite podcasts. I'm a fan of hip hop, so the culture, all of that. It's quite comical. So, brief synopsis: 3-hour long interview, a little over 3 hours. Excuse me. Promise I'm just drinking tea.
Y'all tea too. Come on.
Listen. So on the show, it's called Drink Champs. You drinking, the goal is they try to get you drunk. I mean, but there are people who do not drink. Like Patti LaBelle was just on there. I was like, that's Miss Patty. She had like a glass of wine. That was it, you know. But anyway, so Irv is already a character. Anybody who knows, no, I don't know him personally, but in every interview I've ever seen him in, he's a character. He's loud. He's boisterous. He's also the baby of 7 children. I learned that. Yeah, he's the baby. So he has had to fight to be seen. Not making excuses, but I understand.
So yeah, 7, it's a lot. So
that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think, what was it? 5 sisters. So a lot of girls. So anyways.
Yeah.
So it comes up, a lot comes up, but the main thing, of course, everybody's talking about is his relationship or entanglement, whatever, with Ashanti. Ashanti was once signed to Murder Inc. And spoiler alert, but the clips are all out there. But he's just basically, I don't know how, he's hurt. He sounds like a man who's hurt. Like Ashanti put it on him. She didn't want him no more. And now he's hurt. So what he was saying was like Ashanti is wanting her masters. She's wanting to like re-record her project. And I believe Taylor Swift did the same thing. But he looks directly in the camera. You know, he was like, "Now, which camera am I looking at?" No, like he's kind of like taunting her, like, "No, I'm not giving that to you. It's not gonna happen." And then he goes into how some of the best music was made when they were smashing, and like he came up with the song "Happy" after they had sex or whatever. Like he's just talking. He's drinking all the champagne, smoking all the blunts, taking shots of all the tequila all at the same time. And he's just going in. And to a point where Ja Rule, cooler heads prevailing, Ja Rule surprisingly was very chill and was on the kind of in the role of like, get your boys out, like, okay, we're not gonna talk about that. Like he would say that. He kind of energy like, okay, no, stop calling them bitches, like all of that. But what I could hear, and this isn't making an excuse, Irv just, he sounded like a hater. And Nora even said that. He was like, "You sound like a hater. Like you sound like a hater, that she didn't want to fool with you no more." And I'm getting to my point like a pastor.
No, so, I'm listening.
Irv, I forget what year this was, but he's from Queens, Hollis, Queens, Run DMC. All of them are from there. LL Cool J. He got caught up in a RICO case involving the Supreme Team, notorious street pharmacist. And somehow or another, that's basically when Ashanti was like, "I don't want to do this no more," which kind of reminded me of J-Lo with Diddy. Like when it got real for J-Lo, she wasn't real, if you will. Like Jenny from the Block was like, "No, going to California." So Ashanti basically just told him like, "I don't, I'm here to do music. I'm not here for you being on trial." Like he was on trial and all this other stuff in a racketeering case. So that's kind of when it ended. But yeah, he was just telling all the business, which is what that show is for. But it also for me was just kind of like, ew. Because then he went to, first of all, he's 50 some years old. He didn't start talking about, because I think Nori had asked him about, have you seen Ashanti's thirst traps or whatever? And he was like, "No, I don't look, but I got bitches that's 20 years old that ain't nobody touching them." I was like, okay, how old are we? Go ahead, next. It was a lot.
So let's unpack it piece by piece.
Mm-hmm.
Let's unpack it piece by piece.
Hit it.
Let's just start with the fact that Irv is older than Ashanti.
Mm-hmm.
She was also his employee.
Mm-hmm.
So you're having I'm gonna say it was consensual relationship with Ashanti, who is much younger than you, like damn near a teenager, and you still hurt at 50.
Mm-hmm.
Some things you don't need to talk about when you do dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Also, was he married?
Okay.
Now I know that there's conversation. Well, go ahead, Faye. What do you say?
He said, and I'm only saying what he said on the show. Again, neither one of us was there. On the show, right. He claims he was already divorced. And he said that was a touchy subject for him and Ashanti when Ashanti decided to get with him or whatever. She was like, I don't want to be responsible for it. And he was like, you're not responsible. I'm, essentially he was already divorced, and he blames his infidelity with other women on the reason he's divorced from Deb, who I happen to love because Irv had a show on VH1 back in the day. And I was like, I really like her. I'm glad they're no longer married though. So anyways, yeah.
I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna let him hold to that and say that they were divorced.
Mm-hmm.
However, comma.
I love the comma.
The statement that you just made about he had issues with infidelity, but wants to say now he got chicks 20 years younger and ain't nobody touching them. Why community peen niggas always want a pristine chick? I don't understand that. Like,
yeah.
There's this thing that my grandmother told me many, many moons ago, and it's what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be out there goosing, you can't be mad out there gandering.
Hello. Period.
And for some reason, most men don't understand that. Now, I think the reason they don't understand that is tied to the fallacy that men want sex all the time and women have to be coerced into it, which is dumb as shit.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is women want sex all the time too. Men want sex all the time. Therefore, if you out there goosing, don't be surprised by the gander.
Hello. What you said.
I mean, you want somebody equally yoked, right? You want to get somebody on your level. And if your level is goosey, your level's probably gandering.
Come on, Goose and Gander.
Goose and Gander.
Yes.
So, yeah. That's my take on that. And then finally, you're 50. Like, there are some conversations I'm going to have with my besties. Like, girl, remember that time we in and, oh my God, that kind of thing. You and I'll have those conversations offline. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But I would not intentionally run anybody that I smashed through the ringer like this without their consent. And I wrote a whole book on marriage, and mine was not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Like by any stretch of the imagination. And even when I did that, I had conversations with people like, hey, I'm gonna about this, you good? Like, my husband read the book and made sure that he was good with it. Other people read the book and made sure they were good with it. You're like, so I don't understand why you would do that to someone that you allegedly cared about at one point in time.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody got a body count. Everybody has a body count. So at this point, anybody that's about body count, it's just a childhood friend.
There you go.
I knew them from school. I used to work with them.
Right.
Even if it was a real relationship and not just a smash, then it's we used to date.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Because who gives a damn about the old shit? Unless there's some real stuff that you need to disclose, like as, oh, I used to date girls, now I only date dudes, or some other stuff you need to talk about as in regards to your sexual preferences and boundaries. That's one thing. But anything other than just a list, like, no. Who's talking about all that? Who cares? At 50, everybody got a damn list. Especially people who've been married before. You just got one name on the list because you was married before. So, like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
And she's out here being unproblematic. Like, she's out here just living her life.
Yeah. She's not bothering about it. She does not talk about you. She's never talked about him. No. Like, ever.
It's like, be happy you were able to ride that ride because she was really above your pay grade. Now, be grateful. She blessed you. They apparently put it on.
I don't want to say I hate, but just in these, interviews, because they ask about that. So essentially it's just, now you could be diplomatic and be like, well, I'm not going to talk about that. Right? You do. You always have a choice.
Ask me about Ashanti. I'm Irv. Ask about Ashanti.
Oh, you're Irv.
I'm
Ask
Irv.
about Ashanti. Okay. So, what's up with you and Ashanti? Y'all don't talk no more, or y'all beefing?
Oh, there's no beef there. We haven't talked though in years. I really wish her well.
Yeah, pretty simple.
See, look how easy that was.
No, I know. You have a choice.
That's super easy. I really wish her well.
Yeah.
Like, why try to make it like he's a victim? First of all, you ain't no damn victim.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a lot. He's very, very animated, I will say. It was, and he did get drunk. I was like, wow. I mean, they moved on from the topic, but I was like, oh my God. So, yeah.
Where's his handler?
Listen. Come on. It was funny because he was promoting to the Murder Inc. documentary. It's actually out now on BET. He kept promoting that.
I did watch an episode of that.
Okay. Well, he mentioned on the podcast how there were people there from BET who weren't on camera, and they would tell him, they were making hand gestures with stuff he couldn't talk about. So in that regard, they're protecting their best interest for BET, right? So it is possible, like you said, to have people there. There should have been somebody to be like, just don't even talk about Ashanti. Like, we're not, but yeah, because he don't mess up the bag. That's what it is.
Right.
So with them, he was like, yeah, they over there and they keep doing this. I'm like, yeah, you better shut up.
So bag up, but at the same time, like, even after the fact, I really felt that he could have come back and said, I got drunk and I said some things that probably were disrespectful. And I apologize. Y'all saw how much I was drinking. I do apologize for that. I'm having locker room boy talk and totally forgot that I'm doing this on a podcast. You know what I mean? I hope you guys forgive me, and I hope Ashanti forgives me too. I wish her the best.
Yeah, I know.
But it's just like he reminds me who's still 24. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, very much so Peter Pan. And I'm just like, can you grow up?
Yeah.
Can you please grow up? You know, for better or worse, you might not like Jay-Z, but Jay-Z grew up.
Yeah.
You know? Nas grew up. You know?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Nas.
I even think Drake is growing up, you know?
Oh, that's Nas.
I know Nas, girl. Go ahead and say wave at your man. But you have to evolve and grow up. You can't do your childish things still, you know? You can revisit some like childhood things every now and then, but you can't put a condo there, you know, buy property and childish things when you grow.
Yeah.
You grow. So
it's so funny. Nas has a song. Yes, I'm going back to him. But he don't make that face. But he mentions it's basically about like getting himself together. That's the best way for me to put it. Because he's like, when he realized he says, taking down some of the girls Drake and Future took down. And I get the industry is small, but he's also very much a grown man and older than them. And him having the realization, like, I can't be messing with these 20-some-year-old girls. Like, they're a fun time, but it's him wanting more. You know what I mean?
That's empty still.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be crass, but I've understood this for a long time. You only do better than good pussy is new pussy, right? It's a very crass statement, but that's the way I think a lot of men think about sex, you know? Working that through though, at some point, you're only having a diet of Cheetos and hot pickles. At some point, you're gonna want a meal. You want some macaroni and cheese, you want some fried chicken, you want some fried cabbage, you want some things to eat, you want a roll. I'm hungry.
We're about to wrap it.
Yeah, but you want a meal.
Right.
And not saying that a 22-year-old can't be a meal for some men, because some, 22-year-olds are. But if you out here smashing groupies, you're smashing chicks who are trying to be seen. You're not smashing anybody who's invested in your dreams, who's invested in your well-being, who's invested in your betterment and a union and all those things. There's a time to play, but sometimes there's a time also to build with someone and have someone in your corner, have someone who's going to take care of you. I was talking to a friend of mine, the man hurt himself. Like, he hurt himself just working out, and he really hurt his back. And his statement was, I realized how alone I was when I could barely walk. It shouldn't take a physical ailment to show you that you need a partner in this world, And I'm not saying you got to be married. People can choose partnership in whatever form or fashion, but people are made to rely on other people,
Right.
So, it's just interesting that so many men are going through this life alone, leaving chaos and in their wake, but not understanding the benefits of relationship that come with it. It's just like, okay. It sounds like herb now.
Yeah, it does.
You're sowing chaos out here in the world, and still smashing 20s. All right, that's cute.
Right, exactly.
But it's not. Exactly. I had another male friend of mine tell me, because he was like, I'm looking for my wife. And I was like, are you? Because you're 50 and you out here messing with young girls. Like, I'm going to say 25 and up, not like no children, being very young women. And he was like, well, I'm going to play until I find my wife. And I was like, but your wife sees you playing.
Ooh. Run around the church. Oh, Jesus.
Glory. And at this point, she sees you.
Yeah.
Tanisha and Rashonda and Lanisha and all these names, right? Out on the scene with all these different chicks.
Yeah.
And now you can run through, and now you're not husband material.
Boom.
And dudes don't think that they can be run through and off the list, but you can be off the list because you did run through.
Yeah.
Run through. And they're like, no, I'll do the running. Okay, you believe that, track star. But
right. Yeah.
You're not husband material.
Use good.
Exactly. Nobody wants the village idiots.
No.
Nobody wants to be with the dude that everybody else has had a taste of. Why? Yeah. Shop outside the city, player, because around here your name ain't good.
Woo.
And if nobody's knocking on your door after you leave, your dick was probably trash too. But I ain't gonna talk about that today.
Ooh, next are popping off, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Bites. That's true. This is good.
Really, really good, D. You might revisit a couple times even after you break up, just because it's not adding to the body count and it is what it is. And you already know what I like, and I'm in town for a weekend.
Yeah.
But if nobody's calling you up,
nobody checking for you.
Nigga, you the group chat nigga. You the cautionary tale.
Oh, please, that's a quote. Use that. Please use that. Really.
Just saying, you the cautionary tale. The cautionary tale.
You gotta preach a word on this here day. What days? I don't know.
I'm just saying, and I think people don't keep it funky with dudes. They sugarcoat their ego. No, I ain't doing that. 2022, 2023, I'm keeping it funky.
Let's go. Yes, Nate, this is what I'm talking about.
See, you be hyping me up. I'll be in trouble saying too much.
I'll be in trouble with who?
I mean, it's true though.
It's true. Yeah, Herb just look mad crazy to me. Like, I'm just like, you just look old and you sound old. Like, what are you talking about? Ashanti done moved on, been moved on, like, and all you have is I date 20-something-year-old women. Okay. Oh, okay. Salute to you.
Like, who can't? They're the 20-year-old. Really? They're easily impressed. I was easily impressed at 20.
I wouldn't, but I'm weird. I'm different. Everybody was old to me. Well, no. And I love it. I have friends that have sponsors. I am not judging them. Their stories are very fascinating to me. But to me, everybody was just always old. Now I'm old. Well, they were. I had a guy, I was 21, 22. He was about to be 40. Isn't that crazy? This is years.
Yeah. Obviously, 21.
I just thought he was so old. I'm like, why does he want to talk to me? Like, they had like a 12-year-old daughter. I'm like, ew. Ew. Like, but that's me. But there are girls that in their 20s, again, that date the herbs, the 50s, something. Hell, my brother.
In my age, because they're too immature, and this guy's responsible and whatever else. Oh, okay.
My brother is that way. I just be like, you nasty. You nasty. You're just nasty. And that's just what it is. But he's not trying to get married either. So I'm like,
well, here's the question though. Like when men date younger, and somebody male answer this in the comments. Like, let us know. If I'm all the way off base, tell me I'm off base. But we should have the therapist on here. Mind of a Man podcast.
Get him on.
But when you're dating someone younger, realistically, are you dating someone younger simply because it takes less effort? Because if they're easily impressed with whatever you have right now, then you have no reason to live up to your best self, strive to be anything more.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that at 40 I'm pushing my dude like, oh, hey babe, did you read that book? Did you do this? Did you do that? I'm not gonna do that. That's not my role. But at the same time, if there's an issue, you're like, hey, I'm trying to build this business. How can I help? What do you need? Let's talk through it. You know what I mean? And a 20-year-old might not do that. They don't understand always going to the next level and what it takes and the sacrifice it takes. So instead of, building with someone, you're just like, oh, this is easy. So
I think it's about your intention. I mean, we definitely going to discuss further. If your intention is a fun, good time, then have at it. But like you said about, you looking for your wife, but she sees you, then that's totally different. But if you're not looking for anything other than I'm out in the streets, then that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to attract. So,
and like the 40 plus aren't fun, good times too.
Right.
That's the thing that I think they're also a misnomer. They're like, oh, well, these young girls, they do X, Y, and Z. The 40 do it well.
Them young girls have your ass tired.
The girls you spending the whole check on some bullshit.
Whole check, you tired, your back done went out on you.
Right. You're looking funny, your back done went out.
Right.
A chick that's 40 plus understands we're gonna do these 2 rounds, take a little break, eat a little something.
Eat something. Right. Yes.
And then we might get back to it. But there's a break in here. There's a glass of water next to the bed. There's a warm plush towel for you, not some wash rag. Who wants to put a rag on their genitalia? Nobody. You put a warm, comfy towel. You know what I mean? There's things. There's plushness. There's head counts. There's multiple pillows. We ain't gotta be quiet because I own my own house.
Oh,
there's some things that come with 40. There's food in the refrigerator. We can Uber Eats nothing. There's food in there. I got you. What you want to eat?
That's true.
There's things that come with that, and it's a good time because guess what? At 40, your libido is kicking and it's going crazy, and you want to have sex every damn day. Y'all missing out.
Moment of silence, and we can actually carry on a conversation.
Come on now.
Most of us, just a good, intelligent. We know light banter. Depending on who you are, you can fit in different scenarios. You can fit in with the homies. You can go to the business party. You've developed those communication skills, hopefully, by 40 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
we don't renege in spades.
There you go. Yeah. You're at a point in life where you're enjoying it and you know how to navigate it a little bit better.
Exactly. We can hold our liquor. I ain't gonna vomit.
Oh, I'm not no more.
I'm not. It took you a minute to get there.
Yeah. It took me the day after 40. Really, the day after 40.
You made it though.
Wait, no, yeah, the day after. So I turned 40, and then the day after was my last time throwing up.
All right, let's start to go. What we gonna sign out with?
Serena, we're signing off with Black Girl Magic. Well, that's fine. We're wrapping it up. Serena Williams officially announced she will be retiring in Vogue magazine. So she's on the cover of Vogue. She looks amazing. Her daughter's holding her dress. It's like a train to her dress. If you haven't seen it, look it up. And it's her article, and that's where she announces she's going to be retiring. Yeah.
Like,
she wants to do other things.
I mean, she's the GOAT.
She's entitled. I mean, what a career. What a life.
I mean, she's the GOAT.
She is.
All the sports.
Yep.
She's the GOAT.
Yep.
And so I would love to see her. But I know US Open tickets are going to be stupid now because she's made this announcement, right? And they're going to be crazy. And so I'm going to watch it from home and just cheer it on. And I'm interested to see what's next for her. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't going to do nothing else. But like, what's the next iteration of Serena? Is it more babies? Is it, business ventures? Like, what's next, So I don't know. But I think it's very, very interesting. And I love the fact of you leaving on your own terms. Mm-hmm. You know what? When it no longer serves you, you get to walk out and leave. And you left on a high. She wasn't shown the door. Right. Nobody talked about, is she past her prime? Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. She's not. She's living well and just decided, like, this chapter is over. Mm-hmm. There's something to be said for that. I love that about us choosing different chapters of our lives and,
Absolutely.
New ones.
I like that. Yeah. I'm so happy for just the doors that she's opened. I'm excited to see those who are coming up.
Coco's, the Naomi's, all those. Let's not forget the OG, Venus. Let's not forget the OG, Althea.
Yeah. I was Althea for Halloween one year.
See?
That's how you know how I grew up. You had to be like a historical figure in my family. Like, we didn't just do random Halloween. You're going to be this person. I
understand.
Story. My grandfather, on my dad's side in New Jersey, played tennis with Althea Gibson.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I've known about her for a while, but yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Serena. It's dope. I just love seeing people like my age. I feel like she my age. And look at what she did. We the same Beyonce, we the same age. So then I'm like, I'm Beyonce. But I don't know. I love to see it. I do. I'm happy for her.
I love to see, especially now, because we talked about this before, but the Golden Girls were like my age group at this point. Right. You know what I mean? And they were portrayed so old. So old. And I look at my friends and I'm like, we look nothing like that. Now, these grays are graying. I need to get some hair dye on this head quick, fast, in a hurry. But we look nothing like that. Like, at all. And so when I see people who are 40 plus living, thriving, having amazing lives, and not bucking the norm, because I think the norm has changed some about what 40 is, but there's still so many people who think of 40, oh, you're old now, you're old now, you're old now. Bitch, I'm doing my best right now.
Yes.
I ain't struggling at 20. My kids are grown. Like I'm my best right now.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah, I'm loving this. Keep going.
I mean, and just because of that, I'm just like, let's do it. Let's write this next chapter. Let's do the new things. Like the story is not over. Let's keep reinventing. Let's see what the next 40 going to be. And then maybe at 80, I'll reinvent something else and do something different at that point.
Boom.
Why not?
Hello.
What? So
Black magic. Black excellence.
yes. Cheers to the next chapter.
Oh, where's my cup?
Where's your cup? I just said cheers.
It's my cap.
It's your
Salud.
cup. Yes. All right. Where can they find us, Faye?
You can find us. Watch this. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music and Google Music and on social media on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep. All right, guys. Until we see you again, talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Love you. Bye.